it live.
It says, there we go. Hi everyone, welcome to Tea with Tay. We are testing out doing Facebook Lives. So today we're going to be doing a reveal for a mystery tea that we recently launched via our St. Patrick's Day bento box, which is obviously St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. So today we're going to be talking about the tea that was in that mystery box. It's something that we're tasting as we're doing a new program that's upcoming called our Secret Tea Society. So we're super pumped about that. But tonight we're basically just testing things, seeing how they work. Should be about 10 to 15 minutes. But we are going to be tasting one of Japan's most famous teas.
Yep. And I'm Rod. I guess I gotta put my face over here, right? So we're just testing things out. This is the first time I think we've ever done like a live video for Tea with Tay. And like Tay was saying, we're hoping to release new tea blends every couple weeks or about once a month at the longest, and then we'll be going through and tasting those new tea blends here in the Facebook group. But so I think we should get right to it and start talking about this mystery tea.
Yeah, so the mystery tea, obviously not all of you have it, but those who purchased the mystery tea bento box that we launched a couple weeks ago would have received a tea that looks, let's see if I can get super close, like this. And
it was in?
Yes, it was in this box.
Oh,
so since it was St. Patrick's Day, we did a St. Patrick's Day little box with 3 other green teas and then one mystery tea with a little clover. And this tea is a green tea for St. Patrick's Day, but you'll see it doesn't look green at all. It's brown, and that is because it's a roasted tea. So unlike other green teas that are typically pan-fired or steamed, this tea is roasted, so that's what gives it its brown color, as you can see there. And so if you were to smell it, you would get notes of like pine, vanilla, chestnut. It would be a lot more dark in color in the actual cup when you brew it, so it would look more golden brown and less like a light pale yellow or green as a typical green tea would look. Yeah. Anything else to add?
I don't think so. If you got the tea, I know there's 5 sachets in the tube, and so you can either smell it in the bag, or you can like rip open one of the bags and like look at the tea and smell it, and then make a pot of loose leaf if you have one of your teapots like this with a strainer inside of it. But I think we should go ahead and make a pot.
Okay.
Or make a cup, I should say.
We're gonna make cups because it's really hard to like get up and do a whole pot where we're at. We're at our warehouse, and so we have hot water. So the hot water that we're using is probably about 190 to 200 degrees, and that's different if you're familiar with green tea. You typically want to do something that's lower in temperature, so something around like 170, but this is much hotter because it's a roasted tea. So it's not quite as delicate as a green tea that is steamed or pan-fried, like I said earlier, so it can take a higher heat. So when you brew it, you're able to use hotter water. So that's why it's nice for the morning when you're going, you're just getting some hot water. You don't have to worry about the temperature quite as much as you would with like a gyokuro or a matcha or something like that.
Yeah, and so when you steep this, you want to steep it for 3.5 minutes. I got the timer going right now. And so for these 3.5 minutes while we wait, we should ask where some of our viewers are tuning in.
Oh yeah, Rod said we should make this interactive, which I have no idea how to do that. I know how to use Instagram, but Facebook,
there's
I have
these
no idea.
questions.
Oh yeah. You can do this one.
I thought there was like a way
This
we can. Oh, what's your favorite type of
activate
tea?
poll? Oh, I do know how to do it. Okay, so I think I activated it. Basically, the question is. There we go. What is your favorite type of tea? So if you're live, you can probably vote. The categories are herbal, which if you're obviously a very stringent tea fanatic, you know that's technically not a tea, that's a tisane. But then there's black, green, oolong, chais, or if you just love all the teas. Oh, 2 votes for black, green, or oolong, 1 for herbal. Okay, what's your favorite?
I like black tea the best. I mean, that's just because it's got the most caffeine in it. And I'm trying to decrease my coffee intake and drink more black tea. But I do
We
enjoy
like all
herbal
forms
tea,
of caffeine,
in the
so.
night.
Mine would be green. So anything, well, I love matcha. I drink a lot of matcha. I drink a lot of our jasmine, our Genmaicha, however you prefer to pronounce it. And then I need to start drinking this one more in the mornings as well.
Yeah.
Can you see the comments too? Are there
Yeah,
comments?
here are the comments.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Leisha said, pine and vanilla sounds so good. It does sound good.
And then suggested pairings for this are things like something a little saltier, an afternoon or lunch meal. Typically, I know in Japan, most people drink it for like an everyday tea. They'd have it in the morning for breakfast, kind of just with their meals. So it's kind of great and can be drank with any meal at any time of day.
Yeah. All right, we have about a minute left on the clock. If anybody wants to put in the chat, I don't have I guess the question doesn't actually like post into the chat. I have to like look at that. But one of the questions we had was, what other tea blends do you want to see from Tea with Tay, or wish that Tea with Tay would make in the future? And so you can drop a comment in the chat telling us what kind of tea you'd like to see us make next.
Yes, and so I think I said this earlier, but the reason we're doing this is because in the future, like in the next few weeks, we're going to be launching a secret tea society. So that is something that you all will be able to join, and every single month or couple weeks, you'll get access to a new tea that we drop or launch, and we want to make sure that there are things that you guys want to see or want to try. So we're pretty excited about that new program, and then depending on how they go, what the response is from our customers on those teas, we will either roll them into our assortment that we carry year-round, but we're excited about all of those teas that we're going to launch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it is time. So
Okay.
let's...
Take out your tea bag.
Yeah.
Here.
I kind of want... Yeah, there we go.
This is something fun to know as well. Rod and I have been in the process over the past year becoming tea sommeliers. So if you're familiar with a wine somm, a tea sommelier is similar as well to a wine sommelier. Basically, you learn about where the tea is grown, how that affects the leaves, how the air affects the leaves, the soil, everything like that. So that's been a really fun learning process as well for us. And so that's why we want to launch new blends, is we've just learned so much in the past year about all of these different types of teas and want to bring more to you guys.
Mm-hmm. So, Tay, how would you describe the taste of the tea?
It's like very earthy.
Super smooth. It's not bitter at all.
No, it's great.
Which is kind of interesting because a lot of times green teas can be bitter if you steep them for too long or if you use too hot of water. But this tea is actually kind of special. It's hard to bring out any sort of bitter notes with this type of green tea, and it's one of the reasons why it's one of the most consumed teas in all of Japan.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to reveal the tea.
Okay. Yeah, because I still haven't said it yet. Oh, man, I was like nervous. I was just going to say it right away. It is Hōjicha is the name of this tea. So, like I said, it's one of the most popular teas in Japan to just drink at every single meal. Rod will drop it in the chat.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. Right there.
Yeah.
Well, it's off of your... Yeah. You dropped it in the chat.
He typed it for me. But that is what was in the Mystery Tea Bento Box. If you did receive that, there is a whole page on our website. We can post a link to it. I will let Rod search for it.
I think actually if we can put a link in.
At the end?
Yeah, at the end.
Okay, we can put it in at the end, but we'll put a link to the whole
I think
page.
Leisha has the link actually. If Leisha's on, then she can drop it in there.
Yeah, but there's a whole page online about that tea, the history of it, kind of all the information about the tea. But you're able to go on our website and buy it in a variety of different formats. So you can get either 5 sachets of it, a 20-pack sachets, or you can also just buy it loose leaf in 2 ounces. So we will post that. If you guys are interested in that. And then since you guys joined the Facebook Live, and it's our first one, and obviously we're testing out how it works, you guys get a special code if you do want to purchase those. It's SIP5, so SIP5. We'll put it in the chat as well too, and send that to you guys. But you get a special little code
there it is.
for that. And yeah, Leisha just posted that link. Thank you, Leisha.
So if you use the SIP5 coupon, then the 5 sachet sample pack will be free. So it's basically if you just want to get the 5 sachets to try it for yourself, add it to your cart and use SIP5, and then it'll be free shipping and won't cost you any money, and we'll send you a little package in the mail with some Hōjicha. Yeah,
but we hope that we're able to do more of these in the future. They're kind of just like sporadic. We just planned this recently and decided to do it, so we'll hopefully get on and do them more if you guys like them, and we can just talk more about tea with you guys, because there is so much we can share with you, even just about current blends that we've kind of always had in our tea lineup, and the history of it, the best ways to drink it, how we like to enjoy it, and all those different things. So that is our mystery tea for St. Patrick's Day. So we hope you guys have a great St. Patrick's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, don't forget to wear green. I was gonna just drop a couple little bits of information about the Hōjicha green tea. So the reason why so many people in Japan drink Hōjicha is because it's the green tea, of all the green teas, it has the least amount of caffeine. So there's only about 20 milligrams of caffeine in Hōjicha, whereas most green teas have about anywhere between 40 to 50, sometimes more milligrams of caffeine. And then I know Leisha's been really great about posting all of the health benefits about green tea in the Facebook community. I know this whole month we're kind of doing like a green theme, and we have a blog on our website that talks about the health benefits of all of the green tea, any types of green tea, any studies that have been done, and what sorts of benefits you can get by consistently drinking green tea every day, which includes Hōjicha. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much. And that is all. All right, have a great one.